Tulsa's #1 podcast.
It's showtime, baby.
It's Castro X, Eyes Open, dubbed the home of the emotionally naked. A podcast about anything and everything. If you don't like it, with all due respect, fuck you.
Fuck you, nigga. I'm about to lasso Castro the asshole, turn him into mincemeat for a ramen casserole. Feed it to a thick booty bad bitch. She'll fucking kill me if I try to feed her cabbage. Pussy fried catfish. I'ma hit them boys with Mandalorian hat tricks. I ain't never had shit till I turn to rapping. Po rapper to rapper, Kappa Lambda, I'm on some fried shit. Packing on packers damage, stamina, stacking damage, acting out like an asses. If you move it against me, it's like molasses. Should've taken some classes. Baby, what is he rapping? If you couldn't hack it, then maybe you should trash it. I'ma serve it like a delivery package. Misery's a habit in the latest fashion. She like to pull up in the fastest. Hoopy with the black tip. We get it crackin', she releasing the dragon. Hold up, fire breathing. I am not a heathen. I am just a lion crushing everything he's saying. Heat-seeking missile launcher with a beacon. With all due respect, fuck you for even speaking, ho.
Yo, it's your man King Castro X coming at y'all live and direct, real quick, sync. You know what I'm saying? I got a very special guest in the building with you, with me. In the motherfucking building. My bad. I'm a little off game. I ain't podcasting like what? How long has it been? A week?
We took a week off, yeah.
Took a week off, man. We had all the battle rap shit to put together and things. But I got a very special guest, you know what I'm saying, in the building with me, man. From the Okie Podcast. This is a podcast I've been binging every day at work. You know what I'm saying? Just really checking it out. It's a real cool podcast. I feel like it's a beautiful platform for Native American artists and creators all together. You know what I'm saying? It is real solid. I got my man Russel Sun Eagle in the building, man. What's good? Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
We need buttons that make noises. Yeah, that's something I've always wanted ever since I started podcasting. Yeah, so just so y'all know, man, I finally got another podcaster on my show, so now I get to talk about nerdy podcast things, man. Ever since I started podcasting, man, that's something I want is just like buttons. Aww, you know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be great. That'd be fire, man. You want to start off, tell the audience a little bit about yourself, man.
Yeah, so Russel Sun Eagle, host of Okie Podcast. From Pawnee, Oklahoma, and man, I do so much. I do a podcast. I work for Oklahoma Talent. We bring actors on that show that we have talent here, so these studios don't have to fly in people to bring here. You know.
So was that like actors and stuff and actresses?
Yeah.
That they bring on.
Yeah, that we bring on, and we just talk. It's Oklahoma Talent. We put out one episode and we're putting out more, but we got to make promos and stuff. But
most definitely.
It's coming out, and then I do sports commentary.
How'd you get into that?
My friend Arthur from Lone TP Productions hit me up, and he said, "Would you be down to like commentate?" I was like, "I've never done that." He's like, "Well, just try it." Like, I was like, "Fuck it, man!" Like, yeah, like fuck it, man. I jump into everything I do now. Like,
I can dig it.
Yeah.
Did podcasting come first or the commentating?
Podcast.
Word. Mm-hmm. So did it translate over though? I imagine it would just translate.
Yeah, dude. The podcast has been like just opening a lot of doors, for a bunch of shit. And it's I don't know, man. It's like always people are watching. Mm-hmm. People watch and they see the work you put in, because I was consistent every week. I still am. But then people just started asking me to do more and more stuff, and I'm like, yeah, like let's do it. Like I got a bunch of shit. Oh, and I work for our language program, because it's not really a program yet. We're trying to make it into a program. It's kind of just us doing it,
right?
With grants.
What language are you teaching?
Pawnee. I'm recording it. I'm doing what Kevin is doing. Recording it and pushing it out.
See, I got to hear a little bit about that, man, listening to your podcast. I forgot what episode it was, but you were talking about kind of how you guys they can be a part of the class while you're filming it, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, you guys record it for later, they can go back and rewatch the lessons, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got to do it over Zoom. So I record it and I edit what needs to be out, and then I put it on our social media. and I'm in charge of the social media and all that. So
I think that's fire, man.
But yeah,
that's
dude,
dope.
I'm learning too. I haven't took anything in like a long ass time, but it's cool to go back to your roots, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
See, that's something I want to pry into you about a little bit, man. It's just, you know what I mean, how important your culture is to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is something that, this is an ongoing theme throughout your show. And this is something that my mama would be on my ass about, you know what I'm saying, if I don't bring up, because it's very important to her. You know what I'm saying? Same as my great-grandmother, she used to try to teach me, you know what I'm saying, all my native shit, and I never paid any kind of attention as a youngster at all. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm into, like, history and shit like that. I feel like it matters, you know what I'm saying? But I don't even know where to start looking if I was to deep dive into shit like that. But talk to me a little bit about the importance of just studying your culture and knowing your culture.
Man, well, growing up, it was like not really giving a shit because I was more like I paid attention to sports more. So I wanted to go to college and play football, go to NFL, but I kept getting hurt and it's never worked out. Then I went to IA, it was a college, and that's where I kind of started, like, getting people, like, hearing about culture and language and all that, and I was like, damn, I don't know shit, you know?
Right.
Like, I'm just a kid from here, you know, and I don't know anything. So, but it's never too late to learn, so you start reading and diving into it, and then I just never, like, really dove into it. I kind of did, but not really. And then when I moved back here, though, kind of thought, well, you know, maybe I should dive in more. I'm not doing anything, but I just never did.
What was that thing that took, you know what I'm saying, that on-off switch for you to where you decided to take it more serious?
I think it's older, getting older,
age,
getting wiser, and just realizing, like, the shit we had to go through, like getting pushed here and getting it taken away, you know, getting outlawed and stuff, and it's a lot of fucked up history if you look into it, but then you gotta realize, like, it's just, like, it needs to keep going. Like, you need to preserve it and do what you need to do, but I don't know, that was probably it. Like, it was just the, age.
It's an endangered culture, man, so we gotta keep it alive.
And we only have, like, 3,000 members in our tribe, so.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's not a lot at all. That's one thing I love. That's
Yeah,
3,000
man.
people, y'all. That's crazy.
It's a little over 3 or under 3. I can't remember.
Right.
I say 3.
That's another thing I love about your podcast as well, man, is, okay, a lot of Native Americans, man, don't necessarily get a voice when it comes to the big screen and entertainment as a whole, man. Music-wise. How many Native American rappers can you name? I know, what's his name? Not Red Cloud. That's not that man's name. You know what I'm saying? Actors. Off top. Off head.
I can think of a couple of actors, but not many musicians that I know of, at least. I mean, well, you know, that band Redbone from the 70s, Come Get Your Love. You know that song?
See, I didn't even know they was Native.
Yeah, all of them.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, is they don't get a lot of the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? And with your podcast, that's what you do mainly, man, is you highlight these people. You give them a platform to do their thing. Talk to me about kind of why that's important to you.
I mean, it's just like getting their stuff out there, you know, like, because it's never really hurt anybody that has rapped or acted, and it's cool to, hey, you know, we got actors too, you know, like Res Dogs pushed the door open for that,
Right.
But I don't know. I just like bringing on people that are just doing it or doing what they love, man. Like, it wasn't really about highlighting anybody. It was just like, what do I find interesting?
See, I think that's kind of what it was for me when I started this podcast, man. Just we talked a little bit off air. I'm not going to pretend like we didn't. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was for me, bro. Just sitting down with people that do things that interest me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I sat down with the comedians, the hip-hop artists, etc. You know what I'm saying? I think that's dope that you kind of share that same thing. You know what I mean? Just talking to cool people who do cool shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what they say is like good medicine. Like, I always feel good after I do it.
Right.
You know, like, sometimes I don't want to do it, but I was talking to the Comeback Society, and they're like, we don't want to do, like, sometimes we don't want to talk to people But we end up doing it, and it's like, it makes us feel good. And there's a few times where we're like, oh man, I don't want to like bring somebody over, and I'm just not feeling it. But then when I do it, man, I feel like so much better after. It's an incredible feeling afterwards. It's like, damn, I want to do another one.
And you learn so much from people, listening to all their different stories. Like there's so many lessons in their lives that we get to sit and absorb as podcast hosts. You know what I'm saying? That I love that aspect. There's been many times where I don't want to sit down with people. You know what I'm saying? Especially after doing it for so long. You know what I'm saying? But then after I do it, I'm always glad. Like, yo, that was worth it. You know what I'm saying? Most def. You got to film for the most recent rap battles, man. I want to talk to you about that shit. You know, how'd you feel out there?
It was cool, dude. It was. Thank you for the opportunity,
bro. Thank you for rocking with us.
And it was really cool. I used to watch Smack all the time.
Yes, sir.
And the one I used to watch was who was it? Oh God. Was it J Mills and Murder Mook all the time?
Yeah,
I used to watch that one, and
that's a classic too.
Murder Mook and Serious Jones. I had dial-up internet at home in Pawnee, so it would take forever to load, but I'd like sit there and wait for it.
See, I had no idea you was even into battle raps, man. I would have never guessed. You know, because I feel like battle rap is such a niche thing these days. Like, motherfuckers ain't fucking with no battle rap. You know what I'm saying? So when I found out that, A, first off, you was down to come film for us, and then B, you hit me up like, yo, I like battle rap too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, this is the bag. This is it. I felt like we built that event up bigger than what it was, and I'm very satisfied with that. You know what I'm saying? We made it beautiful. At least for me, in my position where I was, I don't know how y'all felt, but I felt like we made a motherfucking movie. That shit was crazy for me.
It was.
You know what I'm saying?
It was, yeah.
Y'all slayed that footage. You know what I mean? I'm still excited to see the BTS, though, the behind the scenes. I know you was working your ass off on the behind the scenes work. You know what I mean?
It was cool, dude. It was, I haven't watched battle rap in a long time, but being back in it, it was like, well, to actually film it, it was like fucking cool. Like, because I didn't know we did that here.
Right.
But you got to connect with people.
That's the thing, is like it existed here for a while,
right?
Did it? And then it died out during the coronavirus. There was this old battle league called Cash RBL, you know what I'm saying, that had existed out here, ran by King Spencer had ran it first. He's a dope videographer based out of here, you know what I'm saying, one of the biggest videographers. Shout out King Spence, big brother, you know what I'm saying. He's done film for like Nipsey Hussle and cats like that, you know what I'm saying. He's doing big things now, he's living life. So shout out him, and he got a book out. Go get that book right now on wherever you get books, Audible, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But and then, I mean, he left. He started doing his thing, and he left the league to, I think it's L.A. Cruz and Jay Burner. They was both battle rappers. I think they might still battle rap. I know L.A. Cruz does. But, and then it died out during the virus, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I love battle rap, and I decided, hey, I missed that whole wave, though. I didn't get to see any of that. You know what I'm saying? I'd see it on YouTube every now and then, but I never went to an event. You feel me? I never went to an event, so... And I just thought it was only right to make a league. Like, let's get this shit popping again. The community exists here, you know what I'm saying? It's a real thing, you know what I mean? But, yo, side note, I want to tell you a funny story, though, that you made me aware of. Little do y'all know, our first time meeting without meeting was at a comedy show I did where I bombed. I felt like I bombed that night. You know what I'm saying? Do you remember this? It was Jordan.
You didn't bomb.
Bro, so what had happened is like, because I don't feel like I bombed, but it's the one that Kevin decided to post on YouTube too. My one set to where like I felt like I did horrible, that's on YouTube. It looks great, like I looked phenomenal, but like the quality, like I did bad, like nobody laughed. So what had happened though, bro, is like I stumbled over my first joke or whatever, and then, you know what I'm saying, I got uncomfortable from there and I started forgetting shit, and I was like, this is going bad. I caught y'all kind of to the end, but you know what I mean? It's a small world, though. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy that you was there, you know what I'm saying? And then some months later, we're working together. I think that was over there at Martini's Lounge.
Yeah.
It was Lovely Ladies.
Yeah.
Comedy show.
Yeah.
So you've seen my lady do comedy, too. Joe Miller. You've seen her. She fire. She don't bomb. I bomb.
And her sister and...
Alex Miller. You know what I'm saying?
And Sloopy
McCoy. She had the notes and shit, right? Yeah. Yeah,
I've seen all y'all.
Facts. My girl is cold, bro. I'm always boosting her up with comedy, man. She, to me, is an elite pen. We talk about elite pens in battle rap. Like, she cold when it comes to this comedy shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel. But I might just be partial.
How long she been doing it?
Like a year.
Probably. Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Same with you?
Yeah. I mean, I started a little bit after her, man. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I get creative, I get a little itch, you know what I'm saying, to where like, oh, I have to go do this thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, we doing battle raps right now, and I'm hosting. I guarantee you guys, you know what I'm saying, after a couple events, I'm going to be in the ring too. Like, I have to be. It's just a thing, you know what I'm saying? Do you get that way creatively?
Yeah, in a way, sometimes.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I can battle rap.
Nah.
I like to do stand-up, but fuck, I need to like...
Have you done stand-up before?
No.
No?
I've wanted to try it, but fuck.
Have you worked on any bits at all?
A few, but they're like outdated now.
Yeah.
Because it was when I was working, and they're like so outdated now. But I don't have the balls to get up there.
It's
like,
nothing, man. I'm telling you, it's nothing. We got a wonderful comedy community out here in Tulsa, too. Like, it's big, you know what I'm saying? Like, and there's so much support. You feel me? I think we got like 5 to 6 open mics out here, too. You know what I mean? Because that's kind of where you start, you know what I mean? Hit the open mic. I feel that's where I started.
How many did you do before you did the ladies?
Before I did Lovely Ladies? So, man, I started putting on With All Due Respect live, our live podcast and comedy show before I did Lovely Ladies, you know what I'm saying? So I was already kind of getting around, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? The comedy scene, so I was already cool. I think open mic wise, so my very first open mic, I did one at, the first shop was my first one, you know what I'm saying? And that didn't go well, really. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't go bad. And then I did one at Hunt Club and completely bombed. Nobody laughed at my shit. And I felt uncomfortable. Shout out to Devo. You know what I'm saying? I felt mad uncomfortable. And then I quit. You feel me? Like, I quit for like a month to 2 months. And then, you know what I mean? I think I started talking to Joe. And right around when I started talking to Joe is when I started trying to take comedy serious. And then I got to do Martini's Lounge, the Vanguard, and other spots like that. It was dope to do comedy at the Vanguard. Till I started talking about like getting my butthole played with, and then like the crowd was like, "Nah, bro, we not here for you." It was a predominantly black audience that night. They was not here for the fruity jokes. They was like, "We don't get down with that, man." Yeah, it was tough. It was tough. I like it though, man. I just like being creative. You gotta try it. You should try it.
So people are saying now, like, try it out, and I'm like,
I think you should. Like,
I'll write some stuff.
You know how many podcasters are stand-up comedians? Like a whole fuck ton.
A lot now.
Yeah, a majority. Like, that's what they do. You do stand-up, you do podcasting. You know what I'm saying? It's a thing. You ever thought about doing the your podcast live, like on a panel?
Later on, soon maybe. It just depends on the guest. Because some guests, man, they have stuff they don't want to talk about. Like, some are in movies that I can't release.
You can't reveal the info.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
But they'll let me know like what it is, and I'll be like, I'll cut it out. So
I got you.
Yeah.
I think that would be a dope panel, man. You'd have some interesting cats.
But I know some people to bring on if it was live.
See, that's what I'm saying. I think you'd have some solid shit. That's my hardest thing, man, is like, I don't know, just getting somebody up there, because the comedian's always going to do their job, but it's about a co-host. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that right co-host that you can do y'all's job with as well as everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on in the background. Shout out to the computers and shit. We kicked this thing raw, man. I'm going to tell y'all. We got stuff going on. But yeah, man, it's about finding the right co-host. Somebody you can just sit there and riff with. You know what I'm saying? For me. Do you think you'd have a co-host, or would you just do a solo like you do your show right now?
It would depend on who to get. Because when I first started my podcast, it was like I needed a co-host.
See,
I needed a crutch.
I heard about this story, you know what I'm saying, listening to your show. You know, go ahead. You can talk about your beginning in the podcast.
It was,
let's go through that.
I needed my friend, Ian. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
But he's got work and just a bunch of stuff going on, and I was like, I was waiting on him. Finally, I was like, man, I can't wait. Like, I gotta fucking do it. I gotta do something. And so it was hard to like just jump off a ledge by myself, because I always felt like I needed somebody like a crutch, like somebody to hold me. But I was like, fuck it, I'll just do it. Reach out to people. Sure enough, man, I had like people, yeah, man, let's do it. And I was like, fuck, I really have to do it now. Like,
who was your first guest?
Riker, Six Killer. Yeah, he's an actor and filmmaker and video. He's a bunch of shit, man. But he's coming on for the anniversary.
Most dope.
Shout out.
How many episodes you in?
Man, 59?
59.
59 will be
episodes.
Friday. I'm
Shout
releasing
out.
one for New Year's Eve.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's dope.
The Toke Signals and Skoda Cinema one. With the
Since-
toys, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm releasing that one Friday.
No, that's fire, man. That's fire. You definitely building. That makes me happy as hell to hear. You know what I'm saying? I like too the way you went about like getting your equipment, right? You know what I'm saying? Through the eBay. Plug that up. That's a tip. You know what I'm saying?
eBay. Look for. I got my mics on eBay. $50, $40, but read the description because some people sell them for parts. There's one for $20 and I almost bought it, but it said for parts.
I might get some new equipment from eBay. I think that's a good move.
XLR cables, and there was like 5 for a 10-pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to buy some more though.
Man, so talk to me a little bit more about the, you know what I'm saying, the acting stuff. You feel me? Okay, talent. I think you said what? Yeah, talk to me about that. Did you act previous or have you
I
acted?
wanted to act. I've been in some stuff, but I haven't really got into that either. Like, just kind of background. I was in Golden Arm. I'm like in the first minute and a half.
What's that like? Even just being where you like a backup guy or whatever?
Yeah, like, so it was like a little spot, you know, like about as big as this room, and this room's bigger, but it was like smaller. It was probably like here, and we're all around this table, and we're all like 20 of us, and there's 2 people arm wrestling, and we're like just yelling around at them.
That's hilarious.
And I'm like in the fucking frame, like my friend was like, I like how you're just you're cutting in every frame. Like it felt like I was moving in the frame every time, but I wasn't trying to. But I have to like show you guys, like I have it on my phone, but yeah, I have it's like a minute and a half of like just me like cheering and standing there. So
was it fun though, like being in that environment and all that?
Man, it was hot. It was summertime. It was in a bar,
Mm-hmm.
and it was cool, but it's long, dude. I got there like around 9, and I left around 7. What is that?
That's my face, but I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, we kick it raw, man. My stuff is
I know my dog whines and barks, and when mine goes off.
I've heard the dog.
Yeah.
I've heard the dog.
Yeah,
I'm just glad I get to
it's
share
still.
podcast issues with somebody, like somebody that understands. We usually have somebody sit here, you know what I'm saying, and I can be like, yo, X out of that, you know what I mean? Sometimes we'll have a little bit of an audience in the studio. You feel me? It's cool. I'm ready to check out your show, man. I'm ready to see what that's like over there. You know what I mean? Got to see a little bit off your story, man. Kind of what you working with, your setup and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm a nerd, bro. Like that stuff matters to me. I'm curious. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. Did you podcast at all previous to this podcast that you did? Previous to Okie? No. I used to feel the same way though, man, about having a co-host. I got a guy that comes here, my brother Gavin. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be my new co-host. I went through several different co-hosts. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I started podcasting and way back when I lived with my baby mama, man, some years back. My first show was called Living with My Wife, Batman and Hip Hop, and it was like a nerd podcast where we reviewed like comic books and movies and shit like that. Yeah. And that was with my boy, same guy that helped me start this one, the Black John Travolta himself, Frederick Miles, man. We big on nicknames. You met Fred, you know Fred. But yeah, man, so I started it with him, and then, man, I did several shows after that, Sex and Cards, Let's Do an Interview.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. It's all on, you can find it on SoundCloud, bro. You can go to my old YouTube. I'll show you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of content out there from
Holy
back in the
shit.
day, man. Yeah. Just a Cast. You know what I'm saying? I did some shows, man. But the thing is like, because you talk about the crutch, right? The thing is that, you know what I'm saying, those shows would always stop because my partners would leave. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, oh no, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to have a show now. I can't do this by myself. You know what I'm saying? I was always terrified. And then eventually, man, this last time, man, my brother Fred, and it's never anything bad, like they have life, you know what I'm saying? Fred has like 3 kids and like a job, so he had to go take care of that, man. This last time Fred left, I got 2 Titty Tia in the mix. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you ever heard any of her episodes. But she also runs the Smoke Break podcast. Check that out. Shout out to the queen. You know what I'm saying? But she came through, man, and she really helped build this platform up for me for a while. And then she ended up leaving. We ended up having to separate or whatever. And, man, I've been doing it kind of dolo. You know what I'm saying? I got Gavin. He come through sometimes. But there's something dope about just kind of stepping into your own. You know what I'm saying? With what you feel. I feel this is what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? It just feels nice. I am the captain of my ship, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And it feels real good. Yeah. How you feel about doing it solo?
It's scary at first, but I feel the same way.
You know the most terrifying thing to me, though, right, is, right, it's cool to have a co-host or a guest. Like, guests, I can do it all day. But I've cut one episode where I just talk by myself. You know what I'm saying? True. That's something I want to get good at. My favorite podcaster, Kevin Smith. You know what I'm saying? He has several episodes. That's my biggest podcast influence. He has several episodes where he just talks by himself. Like, have you cut an episode where you're just like, yo, I'm here and I'm going to talk?
No.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
I was going to do it for my first one, but I was like,
yeah. I want to try it. I want to give it a try. And now we got the camera involved, so, like, I'm going to be extra, like, you know, just like, yo, I don't know how to go, you know what I'm saying? But eventually, like, I'm going to do it. I
have to try it, too. I wouldn't mind trying it.
I think it's, because it gives them a look into you. You know what I'm saying? I think that's beautiful. That's what I loved about listening to, like, Smodcast and things like that. In a second, I'm going to ask you about your podcast influences, see if you got anything like that. But, you know what I'm saying? That's what I loved about Smodcast. So there was so many episodes of just Kevin, like, opening up and being himself. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where I eventually want to go with my stuff. It's just like, yo, this is me. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if it counts, though, because I'll have Kevin in the room filming me, like, just talking my ass off. You know what I'm saying? But who's your podcast influences, man?
Well, before that, my friend Taylor was like, you know, like you talk about, like he was like, it was cool to piece together your life.
Yeah.
Because like we went to high school, but after that we never really talked, and now he works with me with language, but he was like, it was cool to piece together like where you've been from each episode about me. He was like, you did this, and you went to school, and you did jiu-jitsu, and you did this, and you did that, and now you're here. It was cool to piece it together. I was like, whoa. Never thought of it like that.
I think that that's what's so fascinating to me about podcasts, man, is they're like little time sound capsules. You know what I'm saying? And you could just go through time and see how much a person has grown, aged, what kind of journeys they've been on. Like there's so many stories in podcasting. Yeah. It's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? A beautiful art form. This is the first time I've gotten all extra passionate on the film about podcasting. They're gonna be like, this dude's a fucking weirdo. You know what I'm saying? But but it really is. Like, there's so much history within, like, this little audio that we get to capture, this shared story. We get to sit back 5 years from now and be like, you remember that time, you know, we sat down together and fucking did our first episode on a podcast together? Like, it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I'm passionate about this shit. I love it. I got a big love for it, man.
Same here. It's a great outlet. And I don't know, man. It's just like it's hard to get people. There's a lot of people into podcasting, right? But you want everybody in it. Like, check our shit out,
right?
You know, come through, like, listen, like, it's free knowledge, pretty much.
100%.
So
the big way I feel like for support and things, you know what I'm saying, getting people to check out your shit and shit like that, I feel is like, man, we got to kind of rely on each other. You know what I'm saying? Podcaster to podcaster, share audiences. I feel that's the biggest move. You know what I'm saying? Is like, promote your shit, I'll promote your shit, you promote my shit, I'll promote my shit, and you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth. Like, you know what I'm saying, a group. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. You know what I mean? You kind of move up in the chain of podcasting. It's like, you got to push each other. You know what I'm saying? We're our own little community, you know?
Yeah, that's what I do on Instagram. Like, I have, like, a list of podcasters under my my post, I guess. Yeah, a list of podcasters underneath it. So I got you in there. I got Right Potatoes. I got
Word
Signals. Yeah.
I didn't know I was in there.
Yeah.
I ain't checked out the gram. I was scrolling the book yesterday though. I was creeping on the Facebook.
Oh yeah.
I was. You know what I'm saying? I definitely was. it's interesting, man. You sit down with a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? So I was just scrolling and seeing what's good, see if I missed anything, you know what I'm saying?
Not yet.
But I didn't know I was in there, bro. Thank you. Shout out to you for that. That's love for real. That's mad love. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to share your show a little bit more, you know what I mean? I think, but that's what I'm saying. That's what it takes is for us to like, because in like, I've been in hip hop for a while, you know what I'm saying? And in the hip hop shit, like a lot of people, or just music or other arts, like a lot of people don't want to support other people, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think is so beautiful about the Tulsa art scene as of late. It feels more as if like we're all like, oh, you do this and you do this and I do this. Let's do it together and build. You know what I'm saying? I love that. And I feel like that's how it has to be with podcasting too, man. We, you know what I'm saying? We got to come together and fucking push each other's conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I always wonder how like podcasting got started though. Like if it was just two dudes in a room, just like, bro, let's record our conversation.
Yeah, I wonder who started it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it was it came out through the iPhone. Or not the iPhone, the iPod. I'm probably gonna get, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's gonna say I'm wrong as fuck. No, because I listened to his story, bro. I listened to Joe Rogan and Kevin. All right, don't look at me like that.
I'm not sure if it sounds right, but I don't know.
Matter of fact, you're supposed to be my Jamie. Google it real quick. See how who started? Since you wanna look at me like funny.
Tell your story. I'll look it up.
All right. No, because now I'm fucking worried that like I'm wrong, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, damn, I don't want to look like an idiot. I was listening to Joe Rogan and Kevin Smith talk about like it came out during the iPod or the iPod days on Apple Cast maybe or Pods. That's Apple Pod. I don't fucking know. You tell us.
No, yeah, okay. Well, it has its roots back in what were called audio blogs in the 1980s. It started.
Let's
But
go.
with the advent of broadband internet access and portable digital audio playback devices such as the iPod,
What'd I say?
podcasting began to catch hold in late 2004.
What'd I say? See?
Whoa.
I was like 10% right. You know what I'm saying with that? Kind of.
Who was it? Did it say?
I already.
Damn. Oh.
See, I know Joe Rogan dates back, you know what I'm saying, but he's like second generation. Joe Rogan and both Kevin Smith are second generation podcasters. Versus off of the first, I don't know who the fuck it was. You know what I mean?
I have to look back.
It might have started out with like radio guys like Stern.
Shout out Howard.
Oh, yeah. True.
Probably type podcast format things, I bet. I bet that's how they started.
Like talk radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be my guess.
I love talk radio, though. Do you fuck with talk radio?
Not in a while, but yeah. I used to listen to the Big Mad Morning Show.
Yes, sir. I was a big Howard Stern dude, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I study that kind of stuff, though. Like the history of podcasting, you know what I'm saying? As well as, like, you know what I'm saying? We just brought up talk radio. Like, all of that shit is mad interesting to me. You fuck with that shit or you think I'm, like, a geek?
No. I like it.
It's cool if you think.
I'm into podcasting now.
Right.
I don't know, it's different because radio does, they're like, what are they, controlled? They're a controlled entity.
Right.
We can do whatever we want.
And say whatever we want.
Yeah,
Have
we
any
don't have
kind of conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We talk about fucking. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Or whatever.
FCC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And
It's beautiful,
we can get
man.
sponsored if we want.
Right.
And, I mean,
Have you plugged into the sponsor game yet?
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might get sponsored soon. I don't know yet.
Shout out, sponsor my man.
I don't know yet.
Okie Podcast.
Not shout him out yet.
Right on. I talked to Euphoria the other day. You know what I'm saying? They pulled up to my job. I might plug up with them, but not for the podcast, for the rap battles.
Oh, cool.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it makes more sense to get sponsorship here. Like, I'll run you ads here at the rap battles. I'm just going to, buy some weed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
For sure.
you know what I'm saying? Come fuck with me here. Come to the home.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to be cool when we start getting paid for this. You know what I'm saying? It's not while I'm in it, but, like, when we start getting sponsors, you know what I mean? I'm buy, like, new equipment, all kinds of shit, whatever we want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll be solid.
That's the dream, man.
It is.
Yeah.
That's what I, like, Joe Rogan, man, his whole schedule is he wakes up, works out, and then podcasts. And that's his whole life. That's all he has to do, eat elk meat. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. That's what you do. Talk to fucking Elon Musk. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go. Doesn't that sound ideal? You know what I'm saying?
He was one of my influences. Going back to that.
Okay,
Yeah. Sorry, I fucked up that.
No, you good.
But yeah, him and The Fighter and the Kid. You ever listen to that one?
I have not.
Their earlier stuff was gold, but I don't like it now.
No.
But then those guys.
Do you know his friend Joey?
Oh, Diaz?
Joey Diaz. Yes, sir.
That guy too.
Yeah, he cold.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Joe dates back too, though, man. Like, he started his podcast like off of Twitch and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just in his living room. You know what I mean? Talking to all his little comic friends back in the good old Fear Factor days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
Making people eat cow dicks and shit. Shout out. But that's inspirational as hell to me. Like, you see he's the #1 podcast now. I mean, I bet you people looked at him back in the day like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just
sure.
tells,
Yeah.
Right. Just tells me keep pushing. Like, that's what we got to do, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm big on that. That sounds crazy to me. You feel me?
Yeah, just keep doing it. I mean, there's people that want to do it, but it's too hard.
Right.
Or they get so obsessed with the numbers when it's like, don't even worry about that.
Just enjoy the
Just
journey.
keep doing it, pushing it out, and things will fall into place.
100%.
That's what I've learned so far.
I think about how far you've already came, man. From episode 1 to, you said you're at episode like 56 now, bro.
59.
59. You know what I'm saying? How often do you record?
Man, it just depends. Like, I could do 4 shows in 1 week or week to week. It just depends on everybody's schedule.
I hear you. When I first started this, when I was doing like 4 or 5 a day, you know what I'm saying, in the first week, though. That was only in the first week, and then I was like, no, that was stupid of me. I didn't have a job at the time, so that's what was going on, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was doing that, and it was horrible. That was not the move, you know what I'm saying? So then I moved to, we were doing it every day, you know what I mean, me and Tia back in the day, and then now we do it once a week. You know what I'm saying? Once a week is the most ideal for me, you know what I'm saying? Unless I'm getting paid like Joe Rogan, then I'll fucking wake up and podcast every day. Really, it's like if my girl would allow me to wake up and just podcast every day, I probably would still wake up and podcast every day. I'd be happy with that. I would. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You know what I'm saying? If she was like, yeah, cool, like, you can still hit, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, let's go. Like,
If I could at least make rent,
right.
yeah, then I would, like, every month rent. If I could make rent, then I'd be like, I'll fucking do this.
That's what I'm
every
saying.
day. Like,
It sounds good.
yeah.
A new guest. And if I didn't have to book the guests. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had somebody that would set up, like, I don't even know who they are, they're just here, I wake up, like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you doing? Let's fucking record. You know what I mean?
Let's fucking do this. Yeah.
Let's go. What's
Yeah.
your name? Cool. Record. You know what I'm
Hit
saying?
record.
It'd be fire.
Yeah. That'd be
We
fucking cool, man.
We goofy, man.
That'd be fucking cool.
It would. It definitely
You
would.
like, so you don't like booking people?
It's cool. It's not my favorite. Like I said, some people I don't. So I've done like 260 something episodes,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
So like, there's some people, man. I'll be honest, like, I don't want to sit with them. You know what I'm saying? Because I know who they are. Or I've had them on before, and I know what's cracking. But like for promo purposes, or they got something. Because I'm all about elevating the next man. So you know what I'm saying? I'll bring them on anyway because they really do got something that they're trying to plug up or boost. You know what I'm saying? But as far as conversation pieces go, like how me and you have just kind of sat here and shot the shit. You know what I mean? Like I've enjoyed the hell out of that. But some people, it's like they don't have that ability, that natural ability to just be like, yo, let's talk. You know what I mean? Oh, or if they do, it's always it's just uncomfortable. So nah, man. Like booking's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some people, because I like the conversation. Some people like straight up questions, one after the next. I don't like that.
I agree. I just like to talk.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. You know what I mean? Just like this. You know what I mean? This is my favorite style. Every now and then, though, like I said, if I get, you know what I mean, like a rapper in here, or somebody that, you know what I'm saying, is looking for an interview, then I'll get on their head with like, so tell me this, or, you know what I mean? Some goofy shit like that. But most of the time, I just try to shoot the shit. You feel me? I feel 90% of it. That's what I prefer. Organic conversation.
Yeah.
You can't beat that. I feel like you learn more about a person in organic conversation versus the 10 questions they get asked
Yeah.
every fucking interview. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I believe that too.
It reveals their true essence and personality. You know what I'm saying? Which is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, some people are nervous though when they come
100%.
on. Like, I don't know. It's just like they're fine, and then when they come on, they're like real.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just like real nervous. I'm like, just chill. Like, just want to talk.
I feel like the biggest like wall I've ran into with like nervous people is that it's not that they're nervous, they just don't know how to talk, right? So like, I do everything off head like you. So like I gotta try extra hard to like guide a conversation. It's when I'll be like blah blah blah, make a statement, ask a question or whatever, and then they'll just answer it with like 2 words, and then I'm like, okay, fuck, I gotta think of something else again. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's always tough.
Yeah, it's like, give me more.
Right.
Yeah, give me more, but
expand on what you're saying. You know what I mean? But
I've had that too. Where it's like, I forgot what I asked, but it was something along the lines of, how did you know you wanted to do this? And it was like, oh, well, saw a movie and then just did it. I was like, that's a fuck.
Yeah, that's a word. That's tough.
I was like,
yeah.
All right, well.
I had a comedian in from China once. He's a white man, though. Cade Moore, I think his last name is. Shout out Cade, man. He's funny as fuck. But he came in, and, like, because he did comedy in China, and he just lived there for so long, like, it was just different communicating. Like, obviously, he spoke fucking English and shit, but, like, just our demeanor. It's like when I'm like, ha, like, vagina jokes. You know what I'm saying? And he just look at me like, bro, like, you're not stimulating. It wasn't a stimulating conversation for either of us. It was just really awkward. He was really high. I was really uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have to run that one back with him. We're going to have to get him back in here and try it again. But you know what I'm saying? It was very, like, I just didn't know where to go with the conversation. I guess is what I'm saying. It was odd. It was awkward for me. Have you ever fucking just ran out of, like, direction?
Yeah. In the first few episodes. Yeah.
It happens to me, man.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. Every now and then. Not all the time. Not all the time. You know what I'm saying? I had one with Kid 918. I think that was the last one we recorded. You know what I'm saying? Halfway through it, I blanked. And I was killing it. Like, we were talking. You know what I'm saying? We were going in. And then just, like, halfway through, I just blanked. I didn't know what to say. So I had to just pause. You know what I'm saying? And regather myself.
It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're human.
It is what it is, man. I ain't tripping.
Yeah, I used to just lose my thought. Actually, I still do that. Where I was like, man, I'm going to ask you something. And I, like, sit here and I'm like, I forgot. They're like, oh, it's cool. And they'll just talk. Luckily, they just talk.
See, that's what I like. I like when a guest knows how to just speak. Like, just say your shit, bro. I'll be quiet. Like, you just talk. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm here. I just want to capture what you have to say anyway. You know what I mean? That always makes me happy. I think a place where I figured I would blank out a lot that I never blank out a lot is, like, the drunken episodes. I've had a couple of those, like, celebratory episodes. You know what I'm saying? Where we just, you know what I mean, turn up. And I never blank on those. So I always talk about shit a lot. You know what I mean?
Well, I think the alcohol helps.
Probably motivates.
Yeah.
I don't drink much, you know what I mean? But I might drink on episodes every now and then. It's a good time. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, what do you got coming up, brother?
More podcasts. The Brat Battle.
Let's go. January 29th.
January 29th.
Pressure Barbershop.
Hopefully I'm there. Might get picked up by AGF, so I don't know. Oklahoma Talent. Probably commentating for basketball. I don't know yet.
Is that like high school basketball?
Yeah. That's just dope. High school football, basketball.
That's dope.
For Lone TP.
That's dope.
That's about it. My schedule's kind of calmed down. The fall, man, I was everywhere.
Man, well, I'm happy to just be, you know, working with you, man. And thank you for letting me get to know you and shit. You know what I mean? I want to have you back on here more.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I'm down.
Actually, I think we're about to, you know what I'm saying, run another one. So, you know me here in just a minute.
We'll have to talk about comics.
Yeah. Stand up. You can call.
Wrestling, comics.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Definitely. That's what I'm saying. We got a lot that we can get into, man. So
maybe the new Spider-Man movie.
Did you see it?
Not yet.
I saw it last night. Had some popcorn. Yo, so they had these chairs though. Let me get like 10 more. They had these chairs though, right? Where the fucking middle piece, you know, me and Joe went together, where the middle piece goes up. So I'm in there like, you know what I'm saying? Like we finna cuddle. You know what I'm saying? So we in there, bro. You know what I mean? Laid up with each other, laid back. She kicks off her shoes. I kick off my shoes because we them kind of people. Eating the popcorn and the nachos. Next thing you know, she does like a whole side switch where she's like, she's laying on my chest and then she rolls over and puts that thing on me. You know what I'm saying? And backs it up. And she's just laying here hot as hell. And I'm like, oh, shit. But then I got stuck into Spider-Man. I was like, I don't care. You fucking take that. No, we had a great time, man. I like that we can just be that way in public together, though, and not care what people think. Shout out my woman, you know what I mean? My queen, Joe Miller. She loves when I talk about our shit out here to the public. Ladies and gentlemen, January 29th at Pressure Barbershop. With all due respect, Rap Battle League coming back at you with 6 matches on the card, man. I got Aaron Sawyer versus Big Scooby. Dre Gaines versus, yo. Kid 918 versus Big Scooby. Dre Gaines versus Aaron Sawyer. Lineage versus Trey Boogie. D-Han versus such and such. And Cepeda Cheeks, local Tulsa stand-up comedian versus Arkansas stand-up comedian Sam Price. And then Beans Coleon versus another battler. My man Yazoo. Shout out to the God. I'm sorry, bro. Hey, man. Just woke up a little bit ago, you know what I mean? Yeah, we got a whole card coming to y'all, man. Be sure to pop out to Pressure Barbershop. It's gonna be beautiful. Support the culture, help us lift it, help us elevate it, man. Check out my mans at the Okie Podcast, man. Tell them where you can find that.
Everywhere. Apple, Spotify, Audible, Amazon Music. I would say Google it and you'll find it. Instagram, Okie Podcast, one word. Rustamus49 is my personal on Instagram. Facebook, Russel Sun Eagle or Okie Podcast on the Facebook as well. And the website, www.okiepodcast.com. And I think that's it.
Most def. Check my man out, man. Yo, real quick too, man. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell. You know what I'm saying? Because we videoing now, so I gotta, hit that, do that. Like, share, comment down here. Tell us what you think. Who do you want to see next? What's your favorite movie? Something like, just tell me something. You know what I mean? Anyway, y'all know what it is, man. King Castro X, with all due respect podcast, where we express our truest thoughts, feelings, emotions. That's what I meant to say. I am tired. I'm out of it today. I know y'all know. I know y'all can tell. For those of you that don't like it, though, with all due respect, fuck you, and we out. Yeah, cool.
What is he rapping? If you couldn't hack it, then maybe you should trash it. I'ma serve it like a delivery package. Misery's a habit in the latest fashion. She like to pull up in the fastest, hoopty with the black tip. We get it crackin', she releasing the dragon. Hold up, fire breathing. I am not a heathen. I am just a lion crushing everything he's saying. Heat seeking missile launcher with a beacon.